Yeah, I wrote this program now, and I'm just testing it out. Where it's like machine learning, where it just basically takes a design space that you specify, and you say, "Hey, the solution's probably somewhere in here. Find the optimum," and it runs a whole bunch of like exploratory cases first. That just on the last one, sorry. Exploratory cases that just like test the bounds and test the edges and be like, "Oh, does this work? Does that work? Does this?" And it like learns things from it, and then
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, and then narrows in and converges in on the best solution. So you can do like geometrically, right? You can just and you can script this for whatever, but geometry is the most common one, right? So if you're like, all right, I want to optimize the a simple example would be like I want to optimize the airfoil shape of this to make the highest lift to drag ratio, you know?
Hmm.
And you could just say, I don't know, give me some parameters, curvature, blade, angle of attack, what, all that, and it will
Hmm.
just like run a whole bunch of different cases and be like, oh, it's right here, you know?
I just watched a, I don't know if it was a TED Talk or I don't know, something about where they were talking about doing that for cars and making
Yeah.
like the strongest and lightest.
Oh,
either
like
roll
3D
cage.
printing and stuff.
Well, yeah, basically, like, yeah, then sinter 3D printer
Yeah, yeah.
or whatever.
Yep.
But
They
yeah,
do
so
that.
it got pretty nuts. Like the machines could generate these things and pop them out, and the people would be, there's no way you'd come up with the design that the machine did.
Yeah, that's for sure. This software does that same thing. That's the one I use.
It might have been probably. I mean, it was pretty high end shit. I can't remember who was doing
Yeah.
it. If it was like a formula team or somebody. I don't remember.
Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me if it's answered this. We get insider press release stuff before it comes out. And they were just showing one on that too, which was they used the example of the I guess the glove from Mission Impossible or something that, and they said like, well, what if we just made this as light as utterly possible, but still support a human weight? And then they optimized it, and it just made this weird like organic looking.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is it looks super organic too? Is the other thing.
Yeah.
I was surprised by that. You think it would be like.
Well, it looks organic because evolution does the same thing, right?
Yeah, it makes sense. But I mean, like you'd think in your head that it'd be like a bunch of fucking like a honeycomb or something like that. But instead, it looks more like a tree or a.
Well, it's essentially is a honeycomb, but aligned with wherever the direction of the force is. So whatever your input optimization of, like, well, I need the force to be exactly at this angle, means that honeycomb is optimized for every angle. But
yeah, that makes sense.
There's nobody here with us. Nobody with us.
No.
All right.
And only 2 teams at school. Only 2 teams.
I'm going to the other house with my mark.
Oh, all right.
I'm going about halfway through up the hill here.
Really glitchy there. How many people in school?
Oh.
2 squads.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to Southside. Because we all landed.
yeah. Well, we were not assuming that there was gonna be nobody here.
I spread out.
Well, yeah, but I wonder if I can get a screen grab of me having over 100% packet loss. Does that mean like I'm like in a different like universe there, or like
you're generating extra packets just so you can throw them away?
Is that real thing?
I don't know.
Fish?
I would imagine it's some flaw with the timing or something, but I have no idea.
Internet man.
You gotta figure it out, man. You gotta let me know. You know computers.
Don't lose your packets, man. That's simple.
I lost so many packets. It's embarrassing how many packets I'm losing this game.
Get out there and find your fucking packets.
I don't even know.
It's probably how I'm surviving. People can't shoot me because I'm just like chopping all over the place.
Dude's got elite strats.
Yeah, I need one. 1, 2, 3.
We got a full one.
Oh, you got 4. I'll be back later.
I'm alright.
Oh, I bet I could wall hack now though. But I can go through walls now if I try.
Wall hack.
My favorite. Oh, see, I could just done. Dang.
No 2 bag away on me.
No one's in here.
On my mark.
Got an extra 4x. Nope, flare guns.
Call a car.
There you go.
Somebody shoots theirs off,
Yeah, somebody else started doing that car.
wasting it. Yeah, I don't have
Tried
any
to go-
sights at all yet, so.
I forgot to go back to that game where I wall hacked through the wall. And
Cheating.
I know I should have recorded it.
You're gonna get banned.
Think so?
I think anybody who reviews it is going to be like, yeah, this was not intentional. I'm guessing you're not like,
This guy
Well, the one time it was a guy chased him into a building and he hacked out the back of it.
hacked out the back. I couldn't even have been. And he was like throwing
The
words
guy's
in
like
there. I'm
looking
like,
for him forever.
yeah.
all right, well,
Matrix
that one's a
through
bit
it.
suspicious.
It was definitely suspicious, but it was awesome at the same time.
If you like hack in behind somebody and then like shoot him in the back or something like that, people are gonna.
I'm surprised. I bet that guy